Pike's pushed more and far enough ahead. He's got out of line. Is now Pike going to have a go at Werrell? Don't push him off. He's in the championship fight. Jack Werrell chasing down Carl Jacklin. Further down, Rob Williams and Chris Barnes.
Sensational run outside line now though for the heavy braking zone. Around the outside goes the Audi R8.
Look how much Miller's caught back into play. Exactly. Miller's still start dropping. He's not on second and change. All of a sudden, Miller's back in play.
On October 24th, 2024, Talladega Superspeedway roared to life in the Nichols Oil Pros Series, delivering an unforgettable 81-lap showdown packed with action at every turn. The race was sponsored by Matt Harmon, who had the kind of race you'd want to forget, but we thank Matt for his support. Thanks, Matt. The Superspeedway race saw a remarkable 29 lead changes among 12 different leaders, underscoring the fierce competition on this famous superspeedway. Ricky Barbary, behind the wheel of car 04, emerged as the victor after a bold drive from his 7th starting spot. Barbary led only a single lap, the most important one, to seal his win. His ability to stay clear of the field through the final caution-filled laps gave him the edge to secure the top spot in the closing moments. Brad Kress in car 9 kept the pressure on Barbary, finishing a razor-thin 0.07 seconds behind. Kress's skill was on full display as he led for 11 laps, keeping the pack at bay before the final caution shuffled positions. Not far behind, Chad Baer in car 91 secured a well-fought third place, trailing by only 0.18 seconds. Drivers battled neck and neck throughout, with 6 cautions that slowed the field for a total of 18 laps, destroying a lot of cars and ending hopes for a win. Starting way back in 25th, Cameron Kane showcased impressive skill and resilience to fight his way to 4th. Completing the top 5 was Ben Harcum, who charged forward from 17th to finish just 0.3 seconds behind the leader. Congratulations to Ricky on his Talladega win. We hope you enjoyed this thrilling Nichols Oil Pros Series recap. We'll see you next time.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Nichols Oil Pro, live from Daytona. I am James Parker, going to be joined in the booth by Jim Cunningham, who's going to come along for what plans to be, I'm sure, an absolute wild ride. And you've just seen the recap from Talladega here as well. But let's have a look currently at the scores on the doors. Well, it is Ben Harcum out in front on 203 points, with JC John Campbell in second on 195, Matt Harmon on 186, then Aston Rice on 183. In fifth place is William Emmett on 173, Chad Baer 172, Mark Herzog 170, Rick Barbary on 164, Elton Will 164, and Mike Weeder on 160. They are the top 10 currently at this moment in time, there are 5 nights of racing. Sundays, Next Gen. Tuesdays, Late Models. Wednesdays is Draft Queens. Thursdays, Xfinity. And Friday is road racing. Head over to triplebypassracing.com for all details. Sponsors here tonight are the Lady Knights of Solomon. Now, I'll give you a rundown on what Lady Knights of Solomon do. They're formally organised as a non-profit organisation on September the 12th, 2024. Prior to that, they were support for spouses, families and friends. Their original goal was to raise funds for children in local communities for Christmas gifts. Their mission took on a new meaning to support the community in North Carolina as they grappled with Hurricane Helene destruction. They now extend a helping hand to as many people as possible with the assistance of their extended Masonic family. Link is down in the description below, the GoFundMe link. If you do wish to donate, you can, and you can do that on the link below. We are in qualifying. They've got 3 minutes left of qualifying here at Dover. 150 laps, 3 tyre changes. We're on a fixed setup and we've got 1 fast repair to go. Dover itself, well, banking turns 24 degrees, the straight's 9 degrees, and the lap record is 19.6 seconds from Greg Ray in a Dallara IR7 1998. Tops of speed of 295.263 kilometers here as well. It's going to be very, very exciting, so hold on to your hats, sit back, relax and enjoy yourself, because I can tell you one thing, you're going to fully enjoy yourself here this evening as well. And as I say, I've got Jim Cunningham alongside me. Let's bring Jim into the booth. Jim, welcome in. How are you, dear sir?
I'm doing great, James. Yeah, I'm really excited to be here with you. It's great to finally get to work a race with you. And I'm thrilled to be here at Dover tonight. The Monster Mile, man. What a racetrack this is. Really, really tough track to drive. But I do want to say to everybody out there watching and going to watch this race later, please donate to the cause. That's such an important cause. The people in North Carolina were just devastated by that hurricane. And as being a former victim of Hurricane Katrina many years ago, I know the kind of help that those people need, and every dollar helps, believe me. So that's a great cause to donate to. But back to the race, man. I did the Talladega race last week with Brad, and that was absolutely wild. And I'm sure it's even going to be wilder on this fast 1 mile racetrack tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, here at Dover as well. Howie, I don't think I called it Daytona, to be blatantly honest, but if I did, hey-oh, apologies on that one, and I have turned Jim up a little bit for you there as well, so you can hear both the sultry tones of Jim in the booth. It is the Hurricane Helene Relief Fundraiser here this evening. Don't forget, if you can donate, that'd be absolutely amazing. We know times are tough. Just anything you can give will be just go a long way to supporting this amazing cause as well. You can do that on the GoFundMe link down below. So please do that. I think that would be awesome here. 20 seconds left of qualifying. Tyler Ruelis is there. Well, scraped the second quali lap. Well, dear sir, you know what they say. Be careful. You know what I mean? Qualifying is all about completing a lap. That is what you really should do, dear sir, on that one, as we've got 4 seconds left of quali. Then we will bring you up the grid. We'll have a pace lap, and then we'll be up and running and underway for 150 laps here of action. And I can tell you one thing, even though we've got 20 cars on the grid, it is going to be absolutely incredible. So make sure you definitely stick around for this one. Let's bring you up the grid. Tyler Merritt will be on pole position alongside Chad Bear. Brad Crest in third, then Ben Harcombe in fourth, then Al Corey fifth, Cameron Kane in sixth, then Jason Benson and John Campbell in eighth, Howie Burrows in ninth, Derek Catt in 10th, then Tex Nichols in 11th, and Will Emmett in 12th on row 6. Then alongside you got Elton Wu and Jeff Slaughter, then Drafty Beth and Tyler Rueles, Rick Spencer Walt, Michael Seymour, Ward Fisher and Matt Harmon gonna finish off this amazing grid here for such an amazing cause as well. please, as I said, if you can give, that would be absolutely awesome. What do we think, Jim? We've got 150 laps here. How many cautions do you reckon we're going to get?
Well, I have to say, I think it's probably going to be a few. This track is tough, man. The way every one of these turns, entering the turns, has a big, massive dip in the track, and then coming out of the turns has a massive rise. So the car gets incredibly light coming out of the turns, and there's going to be a lot of spins. So I'm going to say we're going to have 6.
6?
Yeah.
Wow.
At least 6. It may be more than that.
Wow. Okay.
This is a tough short track, man. This is a beast.
Yeah, I can vouch for that, mate. I've just done Martinsville, 60 laps in the trucks, and that was about 8 cautions deep, and we only had to go 60 laps. Knowing what triple bypass are like, I'm going to go 4. I think we might have 4 here this evening, but we never know on that one. Not sure what Chad Bear's livery is not loading in on that one. We'll have another try of refreshing the whole paint situation and see if we can deal with that one. Excuse me 2 seconds why I do this, just to see if we can get that paint loaded. That would be absolutely amazing. But I think at the end of the day, it's going to be very, very interesting indeed. And I think one that you're just going to sit back and thoroughly enjoy, because that is what we've got coming here for us this season. 150 laps. We are just about to get underway. Just about to get going. Tyler Merritt sitting on pole position, ladies and gentlemen. Dover is green. We're going to be running 2 wide, heading down into turn 1 for the opening time. See Tyler there, Bumsticks Merritt we call him. Why do we call him Bumsticks? Because he's on a controller, and at the moment he is roaring around out in front for this opening lap going into turn 3 and 4. Currently Chad Bear sitting in second, Brad Crest in third, then Ben Harcum, Cameron Kane, Al Corey in there as well. Cameron Kane in that traditional cropped livery machine that's already smashes at the back. That tight Tex Nichols.
Oh man. Well, that's unfortunate.
Now we're going to look at where the problem comes from here. Oh, Derek Cat. Was that Cat coming down though, Jim? That's going to be the question. Did he come down? And no, it's a horrible camera angle. Oh, no. You can safely say that Tex Nichols went up.
Yeah, Tex slid up the track and got him. That's a prime example of what I was talking about earlier. That's right in that spot where you're coming out of that dip and the car gets so light. I ran 50 laps here today and by myself, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I probably spun 6 times myself.
Yeah, I think that's one of the problems when you've got a difficult circuit like this, and Dover by any shape of the imagination is not easy. How did Matt Harmon end up in pit lane? Was he involved in? Was he trying to avoid? No, he ended up in the wall. Why did you end up in the wall, Mr. Harmon?
That almost looks like some kind of connection issue.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that was as Tex was coming up. Oh yes. That's not. Yeah, didn't hold the brakes, unfortunately, on that one. I think the problem we've got here, Jim, is that we're coming out of 24-degree turns, and we're coming down to 9 degrees on the straight. Now, instantly, whenever you drop that much, you're going to have a dip coming off the banking anyway. We'll have a look here on board, and we'll see how he gets on. To the drivers, going on green, second gear, comms clear. There we go, if anybody is watching. And you can see that we're coming straight down. There's the bump we're talking about. And I think that's going to be the bump that could set a lot of drivers aside.
And they have a dip going into turn 1 and 3 that is just the opposite of that, those lifts. It drops you down, which it does give you some nice grip when your car lands there. It gives you some compression, but it's tough to set a car up for those 2 things. That's why this track's so tough.
Yeah, I think you are right on that one. And we'll see how these guys get on lap 4. We had a caution on lap number 2. We've still got 141 laps to go. I think, to be honest, we could have a bit of a long one here this evening. Pace car lights are out. They are going to be filing up into their necessary positions before we get up and running. It's going to be a single file restart here this evening on this one. But I think, yeah, this is going to be very, very interesting indeed this evening. So let's see how they all get on here as well. Jim, how long we got to give you for the tyres to settle down?
I think, you know, I think they're a couple of laps and they'll get to the right temperature here. The thing about this track is it's all concrete. So it wears the tires a lot different than the asphalt tracks. You know, it's gonna grind on them. It's a rough surface, so the tires will fall away pretty quick too. They're gonna struggle with only 3 sets of tires for the night, I think.
No, we're gonna find out because we are going to be green very, very shortly. We've got Tyler Merritt out in front. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We are green once more. Let's see how far we can go here. What's going to happen further back? Al Corey's now there as well on the back end. Matt Harmon still in the pits. Tex Nichols there. Ben Harcum making his way. The 45's in the wall. Somebody's blown an engine. That was Mr. Al Corey. Got out the way before the yellow flag was thrown, and Tyler Merritt on lap 6 out in front. Whoa, that's never good. Please stop doing that. Chad Bear in second place, Brad Crest in third, Ben Harcum, Chris Kane, Benson, Campbell, Burrows, Slaughter, all in there. And at the moment, we seem to have settled down here, so, you know, you never know, we might get some laps off.
They really spread out on this green flag. They're not bunched up like they were. I can't believe that Tyler Merritt's driving on a controller. I did not know that. Man, he is so fast.
That old Tyler Thumbsticks Merritt, we call him. That situation, Jimmy obviously is driving on a controller, so yeah, good old Tyler Thumbsticks there sitting in first place at this moment in time. And doing a great job here as well. Got nice control over that car. Jeff Slaughter tucked in right behind Howie Burrows at this moment here. This could be an interesting one for Jeff and see how he's going to get on and whether or not he's going to make it through. Oh, Howie, there's that bump we were talking about as well. Watch on the exit. You'll see another one probably coming on this race circuit. There it is. It's a very minute up and down. Now going in again, there's that bump once more. We've got to make sure that we can make it through all of these. Slaughter not really gaining an impression here. The draft, I don't think is going to be majorly important on this one, Jim. I think this is going to be one of them tracks that, although you'd love to be in the draft, you probably don't really need to, because you're not going to drop back as much as if you were talking about Dega or Daytona or any of Pat racing circuits that we've got here.
Yeah, not at all. This track is, you know, by the time you get to full throttle, you're lifted.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's a very short run on the throttle. So yeah, it's not going to be much of a craft. Won't be make much of a difference tonight.
Funny enough, talking about the draft, and here we are behind somebody called Drafty Beef in that one as well in the 013. I'm not sure that that's correct, unless that's it. Might be his name, I suppose. He might be called Drafty Beef, but it does seem a bit extreme on that one. Jeff Slaughter, Howie Burrows, Elton Wu now. This little free pack starting to materialise, and behind that, Emmett, Spencer, Walt, Beef, Seymour and Ruelas all there again. Fairly spread out across the circuit. The guys down in 18th, Derek Catt has got to be careful. Ward Fisher, Tex Nichols, Tyler Ruelas, all going to get caught by the leader here, Tyler Merritt, who's got Chad Bear tucked in right behind him, Brad Crest in behind that one. So lap 14. Start getting the laps off now, Jim. Most important here.
Yeah, Tyler looks like his tires might be falling off a little bit. Chad has flat run him down and is riding right on top of him now.
No, he is. Chad's going to look at diving to the inside at the moment as well. Into turn 2 he goes. He does make it through. We have a new leader.
Nice little move there.
Yeah, good. He did. He set him up as well. And now done a great job of getting that position and moving there from Bear. Is he going to be able to clear Merritt? Is he going to be able to open up a gap to Merritt, though? Is that what we're thinking could be the thing here?
It looks like it. I think Tyler was pushing those tires really hard early, and they can fall away really fast here. This track grinds up some tires, so if you ride back there for 20 laps saving your tires, and then you'll pick up, the pace will be quite different from somebody who was running hard.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the thing, isn't it? You know, these guys are going to have to be careful here. It is a concrete circuit. It was asphalt from 1969 to 1994 here at Dover. It's now concrete from 1995 onwards. So it was asphalt, it is now concrete, and as we know, concrete does not like tires whatsoever. Jeff Slaughter here going with Rick Spencer. Whoa, Howie Burrows on that inside right in front of us here as well. We're going to run around the outside. Now we're over Burrows and we're going to run that higher line. We are. Burrows hugging the inside line like his favourite grandma. He's going to tuck in now as well. You see he's going to be coming up. Slaughter is going to run that higher line just off centre mid. Drifts up. He gets it back under control again. Brings it back down and gets the run out of that corner. Now he's going to tuck straight underneath. He's going to give Burrows an option. Leave me room or we going in the wall, son? And at the moment, Burrows is giving him a nice amount of wall there as well. Slaughter working the track well, Jim.
He is, and you can run that higher line where he was up there for a lap or two. That's not a problem here. The track has grip kind of all over the place. One thing I'd like to say is, man, we need to get a close-up look of Slaughter's livery on that car. I think he did that himself, but and it's amazing looking, man. It's got all kinds of like ghosts and stuff on it. It's pretty cool. Yeah,
for the Halloween livery there as well. Happy Halloween if you haven't been out. If you are heading out, well, stay safe, because that's where I was before. But actually, that's a little bit of a fib. My wife was out with my daughter, and I was at home answering and knocking on the door. Now, I live on a major estate, and there was just hundreds of children. I was trying to watch a program that was only 25 minutes long, Jim, and literally every time I pressed play, I had to press pause, and I never got through one episode. So there we go, unfortunately, on that one. Alcor is in YouTube chat. Microsoft tried to update my Fanatec driver and I lost the wheelbase. Well, I tell you what, Mr. Corey, where are you? Are you still in voice chat? Come and join us in the booth and have a chinwag. Have a chinwag with us there, dear sir, as well. Tell us all about the Hurricane Helene relief fundraiser. That would be absolutely amazing. So pop yourself in and come and have a chat with us here once again. Tyler Merritt now under attack from Brad Crest. Crest closing in. Ben Harkham 4 seconds back with Cameron Kane tucked up right behind him. Then we've got Spencer Walt and Burrows, Slaughter, Seymour and Emma all involved in the next one. And then Nichols and Ruelas are having their own little private battle further down. So great job all the way through to the field. Battle's taking shape now, Jim, as well. Crest not far off the back of Merritt at the moment. Are we losing tyres for Tyler Merritt?
I think he definitely pushed his tires early because he was flying, and I think that's what we're seeing now. But he'll settle in there. They'll cool back down a little bit, and he'll be all right. But you got to run 150 laps and 3 sets of tires. I mean, you got to make these tires last at least 50 laps. Yep.
Hello, Mike. As he jumps in YouTube chat. Hello, all. He says, hello, Mike. How are you? Ben Harkham tucked up behind the residential crock-on wheels of Cameron Kane. And then we've got Benson in behind there as well in that 42 machine. Where's Mrs. Benson this evening? She hasn't jumped in YouTube chat as of yet. But these guys still running as they're going into turn 2. currently. They're going to come out of 2. You're going to see the little bump that's going to probably cause quite a lot of problems here as they're in these Xfinity cars. Down we go now round the high line, banking a turn 3. We're going to run it all the way around Benson, North Carolina, man. Sitting here, going over that start line into turn 1. Little dip again, and up we go once more. You see, it is an absolutely meteoric circuit. This will give you a better idea of the banking going into the corners. We're just on board with now. You see how much we're tilted to the left-hand side. It's 24 degrees, let's not forget. Very difficult indeed here once again, and as Jim said, he drove 50 laps earlier on and spun the car up there. Jim, not a good lover of Dover, do you think?
No, actually, I love Dover. You know, I was pushing it, but I tell you one thing that I noticed there on that in-car camera, his car likes that middle line a little bit. And my car did today as well. I was spinning when I was trying to run on that low line, but a lot of these guys are settling into that middle line. It's a little easier on your tires, man. You try to crank it around the bottom and it'll eat those tires up. I think that's where you're seeing a lot of these guys settle up into that middle line.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh no, Al. Hi, mate. As well. Wish I could have made this race. Well, unfortunately, Mike, you didn't. So there we go. But great to have you here, having a chat with us there as well. And we're on the above the windscreen. You can see now as well, past that croc machine. On the right-hand side there of Kane. Through we go for Ben Harkham. And great job there taking that position away. However, Cameron Kane running alongside us, going into turn number 3. Through the left-hander we go, and now they're going to be side by side coming out of turn 3. Cameron Kane, green and black croc, then Ben Harkham underneath him in the Holy Rollers machine in that number 78. Let's see what pans out here as well. Harkham's going to be scrubbing his tires. Cane's trying to still maintain his, but now we've got Benson trying to stick his nose in. Elton Wu's in there as well, Jim. We're going to have a little bit of a 5-car fight here.
Oh, he just got into the wall there. Harkham just slid up and touched the wall coming out of the, is that 3 there? I mean, coming out of 4 there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got up into the wall a little bit.
Over the line into 1. Kane underneath in the green. Benson in behind that. Wu there. Spencer Walt now there as well. It looks like Harkham being a little bit of a cork in the bottle, because I can tell you what, the Australian, the resident Krispy Kreme, JC John Campbell, is also looking to get involved in the little party that's taking place here. Mike Weeder had kid duty. Oh, dude, was you out trick-or-treating? Have you got your face paint on? I can tell you that much, because there were some great people there as well. And I do get to have this pleasure. It's been a while, but I've managed to persuade him coming into the booth, who had a very rough lap here for Mr. Al Corey, with Microsoft trying to update drivers while the race is on. But he is here with us. Al, welcome in.
Hey there, can you guys hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine, buddy. How you doing?
A little disappointed.
So, okay, first off, tell us about the issues.
Well, I was just under caution coming around getting ready to go green, and I got a pop-up that said your Microsoft device is ready to set up, and then my wheelbase went dead and I lost everything. So eventually it gave me my wheel back, but I couldn't shift gears, so I think it's lost all its mapping. But in any case, I love Dover. I made sure to be here tonight to support Tex and the charity, but I didn't get to race.
You're here now, Al. Tell us about the charity, buddy. Tell us about the Tex and the Hurricane Helene Relief Fund.
Yeah, this is actually the second of our fundraisers. We did one a few weeks back with Ryan Hyatt, and very, very happy to support this charity that Tex has identified, and we hope people will contribute.
There, Al, aren't they?
Yeah, it's Halloween here, and there may have been a few libations partaken.
That's all right, mate. No worries. Oh!
Yeah, so yeah, we're having a good time anyway. But happy Halloween to everybody. But yeah, I hope everybody will get out and chip in a little bit to this fundraiser. Every little bit will help, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, isn't it? We understand time and toughs at the moment. Everything's going up and stuff like that. But if you can find $1 down the back of the sofa or in your pocket, or in my case, normally in my jeans that the wife's then put her hands in and it's no longer in my jeans. Oh, and that one, chip in and get yourselves involved. I think that's the thing, Al. We're not asking for millions, are we?
Right, yeah. I mean, we're a small group here, but we're hoping that we reach a few people tonight with your broadcast, and hope everybody can help out on the charity. The link is in the description, and we'd love it for people to hit that link and give a few bucks.
Yeah, that would be absolutely amazing. So if you've got a spare couple of dollars, as Kane is just about to run underneath there of Ben Harkham. Harkham's taken up to that high line once more. Is he going to be able to make it through? That would be impressive if he can. He can't at the moment for Kane. We know the low line. Tell us about the track, Al. Where are we looking for the main issues here?
Yeah, it's hot tonight, 100-degree track temp, and it's very bumpy, 1 and 2. Everybody wants to, flip to the top side on 2 and hit that wall by mistake. So you look, most of the trouble is going to come off of 1 or 2. You'll see people trying to make a pass on those low side in 1 and 2, and then push up. So keep an eye on that section of the track for sure. But this setup is a little loose early. I didn't get a chance to find out if it was tight later, but I think the right rears are the tires to keep an eye on. They're the ones that are going to burn up early.
Is that because of the nature of the circuit, Al? Is that because we're sitting on concrete and we know it's rough on tires?
So I think it's definitely the concrete. I think it's also the track temp, but this setup being loose means that you're on the right rear on exit a lot more than other tracks. So you got that banking and your right rear tire is just dug into the track, and if you decide to really get on the throttle too quick, you're going to burn up that right rear in a hurry.
Yeah, out on road, hitting the wall. Do we think they're going to make it 3 tires?
I think, depending on the cautions, everybody will use up their 3 sets, unless we get a super long run here. But I would expect every pit stop for fuel, certainly everybody will be doing 4 tires.
Definitely on that one. All right, last question then, Al, and then I'll let you get back to your party. How many cautions?
3 sounds right. Well, wait a second. How many have we had so far?
1.
2?
1.
I'll stick with 3.
3? Okay.
Yep.
All right, I said 4 and Jim says 6. Let's
Jim.
I know. Let's hope Jim's not right, eh? You know what I mean? Otherwise, we are going to be in for a long night here, and I'll have to stop for food and water on that one. Now, listen, give me a rundown on the Lady Knights of Solomon Relief Fund. Currently, at the moment, for North Carolina, they've raised $1,300. They're trying to get to $10,000. Obviously, I'm not asking you to donate $8,700 because that would just be absolutely insane. I'm not saying if anybody's got $8,700 spare and you want to put it in the fund, you can. Don't get me wrong. But how about we set a little target of $50 gain for the evening? So if we can get to $1,350 before we go off air in about 103 laps time, that would be absolutely amazing. So people in YouTube chat, if you have got a spare couple of bucks and you can go and donate, the link is down below. As I said, we're up to $1,300 at this moment in time. Al, thank you so much for joining me, dude. It's been a pleasure, as it always has been. It's been way too long. Go back and enjoy your party, mate. Have a great Halloween. I hope you've got your face paint on and that ready to rock it on that one.
Sounds great. Thanks so much. And hey, James, maybe next time we talk, you could let Jim have a word.
Oh.
Hey, I tell you what, Al, before you get off, I tell you what I'm going to do. I predicted 6 cautions. We've had 1 so far. I'm going to donate $5 for every caution that I was wrong. So if there's 2 cautions, then I'll donate $20. And if it's just the 1 caution, I'm going to donate $25. So that's what I'm going to do, because I definitely believe in this charity.
That's super, Jim. And I'll tell you what, I'll go on the record and say I'll match whatever you do.
There you go. I love that. That's what we're talking about.
All right, guys. Take it easy. Have a great night. Have a great broadcast.
Take care, Al.
Bye-bye.
Bye. God, it's a bit harsh, wasn't it? Let Jim talk on that one. A bit rough from Al Corey there, Jim. I feel like I've been reprimanded. I should be in the school headmaster's office. Jesus. All right, Al. Sorry, Dad. On that one, Al Corey. Oh, dear. We've seen a lot going on.
He's going to leave you standing in the schoolyard.
I know. I feel like he's going to put me in the corner with my hat on, with the D hat on, doesn't he? You know what I mean? Go and stand over there, young man. Oh, I wouldn't even mind, but he's not that much older than me, bless him as well. So there we go. Right. We are on lap 51 here, Jim. I don't want to realistically say green flag pit stops, but could be a possibility.
You know, I have no idea what the fuel run is. I did not check it today because I made several stops in there. Do you have any idea what we should have asked Al? He probably would have known, but.
Well, I can tell you now they are running on basically 100% maxed fuel. So normally 100% should get you to 65, maybe 70 laps. We'll see how they go on. Rafters Snack Shack. Oh! I think that was Slaughter and Burrows got into that. Yes, they did. Excuse me for going back, but can't actually see where that happened. Was that Burrows coming down on Slaughter for caution number 2? Or was that Slaughter going up? We're gonna the way they're going, they're gonna meet on corner exit here.
Yeah, that's a bad place to get right up on top of somebody. Cause,
I think that's the thing, isn't it?
No.
Oh, Burrows.
But it was actually him.
Yeah. Burrows tapped the wall. So he hits the wall, comes down, and then Slaughter's got kind of nowhere really to go. And unfortunately, that puts Burrows in there as well. People are going to be coming in now. I think that's the thing. I think it's going to be a green, yellow flag pit stops, and pretty much the whole field is in. The only one, Cameron Kane. Yeah, I think you kind of need to come in. I think that's the problem on that one. Right, where's is my other next conversation I want here? Is he still out on racetrack first? He is. We're going to have a chat with Mr. Tex Nichols. Tex, welcome in, bud.
Hey, how are y'all doing this evening?
I'm doing very well, dear sir. How are you?
Doing good, doing good.
Yeah, okay. How's things going out there?
Well, I'm fighting back from that first lap incident, but I got a car that's handling decent. Of course, same setup as everybody else, but anyways, trying to decide if I should stay out and get the wave around or go in the pit.
Right. If you can handle it on tyres, go out and get the wave around. If you feel you haven't got the tyres, you might want to dive in. Just saying. But then again, there might not be any cautions after this, so probably get the wave round. Might be a little bit easier as well. Tex, I hear with Al Corey just up in the booth with us as well earlier on. Lady Knights of Solomon Relief Fund, big supporter of them.
Yes. Well, I'm a Knights of Solomon Lodge member, and the Lady Knights are the spouses and significant others. And they are raising money. They've been having food distribution, food booths, and cooking meals for the displaced families that lost their homes, and also some of the volunteer relief workers that have come into the area.
So you guys at Nichols Oil's doing your bit as well?
Oh yeah, I've made several donations to them myself.
Nice on that one. Jim, anything you want to say to Tex? Because apparently I did let you speak in the last interview.
I'd actually like to ask him, what do you think the max fuel limit's going to be tonight, lap wise? If we get another long green flag run, how long can you guys run on one stop?
Well, my fuel calculator was saying 80 plus laps when we started. I'm looking at 46 laps left on this run. Of course, caution, excuse me, changes that.
Well, there you go. Yeah. So okay. And how are your tires feeling now since since you've got what about 48 or 49 laps on your set?
They've been falling off. I've been listening to my lap times and not as much as I thought they would, but they have been falling off.
Is the car getting tighter as the tires fall away, or is it getting looser?
Not really getting looser, but the lap times have been falling off.
All right, Tex. Well, listen, dude, you're lining up ready to go green this time around. I'll pop you back in the booth. Have a good one, mate, and I'll catch up with you a little bit later. Take care.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back up and running, and we are green. Chad Bear opens it up in first place. Tyler Merritt is in second, Thomas, currently at the moment. So Tyler Merritt in second place. Chad Bear out in front. Brad Crest, Rick Spencer, Ben Harkham, Elton Wu, all in the mix at the moment. Jeff Slaughter a lap down, fighting his way through with Drafty Beef and Will Emmerich there with Michael Seymour sitting in front once again. But at the moment, the battle's up front. Bear and Merritt, they've all want to been in and got one literal set of tyres done. And now they're going to see, as they go into turn 3 here, Jim, how many more they're going to get through.
Yeah, well, at least they don't seem to be falling off as bad, so it looks like they're going to be okay on tires. Ooh, he's dancing around. Maybe Chad Bear's paint job tonight is just a gray ghost, you know.
Yeah, I can't answer. I don't know. When I click on it, it shows a livery down in the bottom left-hand corner, but at the moment it's just not loading up for us, so we cannot get that livery. So apologies if you are sitting there wondering why Chad Bears is grey. Right, listen up, ladies and gentlemen. I have just done my donation of $20. So we now have raised $1,320. If we can get to $1,350 by the end of the broadcast, that would be absolutely amazing. A couple of bucks each, guys. If you do have it, that would be incredible for the Lady Knights of Solomon Relief Fund for North Carolina. So please, links down in the description below. Click on the GoFundMe link, takes you straight to the page. Hit donate, and you can do it through that once more. So that would be absolutely amazing. But we've got a free car fight at the moment here as well. Ben Harkham, Rick Spencer, Walt, and Brad Crest all fighting it out once again, sitting in that third, fourth, and fifth spot. Merritt sitting in 1 and 2, all getting fairly spread out again, Jim. We've got literally a whole half a track between first and, as he goes over the line, 12th place of Tex Nichols here, because obviously Tex took the wave around. This is going to be tough here for these guys at the back, trying to catch up with the guys in front.
I think at this point, you know, Texas, he got that lap back, and he's just, you know, he's riding around hoping for a caution. That's he needs a quick caution, and he'll be in good shape. You know, have a chance to get caught up with the pack and be back in there racing again.
Yeah, we'll see how he gets on. For Tex Nichols, we did lose Al Corey, but we did hear why we lost Al Corey. Michael Seymour in there with Howie Burrows, and Nichols in behind them, but he's 9.5 seconds, so that is not actually behind. That is Emmerich behind that as well. So Will Emmett tucked in right behind him currently at this moment in time. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how these guys get on, and I'm really looking forward to sitting it back, thinking Man, I wish I was out there. But I'm running Martinsville this week, though, Jim. And, you know, Martinsville's is a nice little racetrack for me.
I love Martinsville. It's a great little track. Did you know that they call this the big brother of Bristol? I never really thought of it that way, but I guess it really is, you know.
Would you call it that, would you?
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, it really is. It's a extremely high banked short track, and that's what Bristol is. It's just a half mile, and this is a 1 mile version of it. But essentially, they're pretty close to the same track.
Yeah, I think they are on that one. You can see down in the bottom right-hand corner, Stident Lemps at the moment. Spencer Walt done 50 laps on the last set. He's now 13 laps in. Everybody's round about the same. Kane come in a lap earlier. He's 12 laps in of his stint at the moment. Pit stops times 14.8, 0.8, 0.5, 0.6, 0.8, 0.2, 0.4, 0.9. That's over the top 8, of course. I can't bring you up too many, otherwise yeah, we can't go all the way through the order. Burrows is here. He has got Seamont tucked in right behind, in front of him, that he's trying to close down there in that machine for Michael Seamont, 87 machine. But it's Spencer Walt has got Elton Wu closing on here as well. What do we think Wu's got to do? You're looking at this situation, you're going into the turns, you sit back and think, you know, oh, I could be a little bit quicker here. You're also sitting back thinking, if I dive into turn 1, I'm going to scrub my tyres. If I dive into 3, I'm going to scrub my tyres. So how do you handle this for Elton Wu? Do you wait for Spencer Walt to go up and hit the wall?
Well, I think Wu, from what I've seen of him last week, and then I watched several of your broadcasts of other races of theirs, and he seems to be a patient guy. He hangs back a little bit and takes care of his stuff, and then you get up close to the end of the race and he starts trying to he makes a move and he gets up there and gets competitive. It seems to be that way
Oh, Spencer Walt in the wall. Here we go. He's just gone and scraped the wall. We can see Wu's going to dive underneath him now. Job done. There's somebody else in the wall as well. That is a back marker who should not be in that area. That is a Ward Fisher. I'm wondering if that's Derek Cat. It is. He went into the wall as well. But Elton Wu dived underneath Spencer Walt. And that's exactly what I was talking about, Jim. Waiting for him to go up and hit the wall, and he's dived underneath him.
You did predict that one.
I know. Call me Mystic Meg, and I'll give you next week's lottery numbers, Jim, as well.
I could use next week's lottery numbers.
Hey, mate, I can't even get them right myself, so I definitely ain't giving them to you, Jim. I've got to be honest on that one. I can't even seem to get them right here. Elton Wu now diving underneath Ben Harcombe. Go on, Jim.
You get special powers like that. You can't use them for your own benefit. That's how that works.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you get those special powers like that. It's like a karma thing. You're not allowed to use them for yourself, so you can just give them to me and, you know, do it for a friend. That'll be great. Oh, another big lick on the wall.
Yeah, Spencer Walt hit that wall hard.
He did.
Bumped it there as well. What's it done for the already delicate steering? This is my only issue with the Xfinity car in iRacing. It is brittle. It is so soft. I've been in this car before and I've tapped the wall before, and before I know it, I've got 40 minutes repairs or whatever. This is a weak car in conjunction of build, Jim, and they can't keep thumping it against the wall because them old toe links on the outside ain't going to be able to handle it continuously.
I think he got lucky there. He kind of side-slapped it, you know, and I think it seems to be okay. His wheel seems to be at your standard offset for a track like this, so he might have came out of that all right. I mean, it's never good, but it seems like it could have been a lot worse. Because that was a big lick. He hit it hard.
Yeah, he definitely did. They're coming out of turn 4 at this moment in time. Ooh, Oh, don't do it again. Don't do it again. You can see the bump these cars are dealing with. Going through turn one, coming out of two.
Well, that's a great shot of it right there. That's a fantastic camera angle.
Yeah. Kind of really gives you the sense of speed that these guys are doing as well. They're not going slowly. They're going north of 160 miles an hour. Whizzing past Cameron Kane just bumped the wall on the exit there at turn number 3. As these guys continue to whiz past us. Tex Nichols, the last of the one there as well. Walt is a wheelman. Is he? For who? Oh, I tell you what.
Man, you talk about them and they hit the wall.
I know. I don't really want to keep going on about that one. I tell you what, we will top on today. Guys, don't forget, GoFundMe link down below. We're on 1,320. If we can get to 1,350 within the next 70 laps, that'd be amazing. So if you've got a couple of dollars, I forgot I'm in America, couple of dollars, that would be awesome if you go along and donate it on that one. We've heard Jim's situation. He's going to donate $5 for every caution he is not correct, and at the moment we have 2. He predicted 6. So that's $20 in there as well. So that'd be $1,340. So we just need $10 from you guys sat at home here or watching it back. If you are watching it back, that would be absolutely incredible on that one. So yeah, let's see if we can do that. That would be absolutely awesome for me. And we'll see who is the final one to go over the 1,350 mark. I can't say there's prizes for being the final one, but maybe we can wangle a cup out of Al Corey, as he cost me one at Martinsville that I had to go and buy last season or season before, I think it was, because I lost a bet to Al, and I ended up having to buy a mug with his name on it, which was a terrible bet to go and get myself in for, especially at Martinsville.
Right, exactly.
Well, can't help it, Jim. You get excited and you do these crazy things, and then before you know it, I'm in a deal with Al Corey somehow. So there we go. JC, Michael Seymour, Cameron Kane. Kane's just up the road. He's got Benson, who's just thumped, absolutely thumped the wall for Benson. Hold on a minute, what's that double stutter he's got coming out the corner? That's a weird engine noise he's got coming out of that car for Jason Benson. That double, it sounds a little bit weird for him. Yeah, I've never heard that before, like that, kind of like that. You normally get, when you're applying the throttle coming out of a corner, you normally get a smooth transition. You don't get a noise, you know what I mean? It's normally quite a smooth transition on the throttle. If we have a look into JC, it's kind of got the same thing, I think.
Actually, same sound.
So maybe it's just part of the Xfinity machine there, but I am quite surprised by that. Normally it's just quite a smooth transition over, but JC chasing down Seymour, Kane and Benson as well. Jim, what are we thinking about at the moment? We're 88 laps in. We've only got 62, sorry, maths went out the window for a brief moment. Out the way, 62 laps to go. What are we thinking about here?
Well, first thing I'm thinking about is if they don't put some more cautions out, I'm going to be donating $20.
Well, this is true.
No, I think you know, we got some weird situations going on. Jeff Slaughter has made his lap up, and he's actually hanging around right at the tail end of the lead lap. So if he gets a caution, he's back in business, you know. And you got Brad Kress laying back there in third. Haven't heard a word out of him all night, and he's just doing his thing. I mean, these guys they're just knocking off laps at this point. And then you got people like Spencer that's kind of all over the place back there, and Benson.
There's a lot going on currently that could really spice things up. Everybody pretty much pitted round about lap 54. Tex Nichols being the odd one out on 79. Varela's there as well. Merritt is now in the pits after pitting on lap 54. Green flag pit stops. Ow. If he gets a caution now, he is gonna be absolutely fuming, because that will not be good for him on that one. So unfortunately for him,
That's a strange spot to pit in. He shouldn't need to pit yet.
what, lap 54 through to 92?
That's a short turn on those tires. I mean, that's surprising. He must have touched the wall or something. I don't know. He shouldn't have needed to pit, especially not green flag there.
No, unfortunately for him, that green flag pit stop has cost him 2 laps for Merritt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be 2. Might just make it on 1, I think. Where is he? 1 lap. Yeah, the leader is Chad Bear. He's behind him.
He's only 1. Well, if his car's okay, there's no way that Bear should be able to keep up with him with 40-something lap tires, as opposed to he has fresh tires on his car. But I got to believe something happened there. I can't imagine him deciding as a race strategy to green flag pit stop there.
Well, the weirdest thing for me is I think you can see we've got the 11 to 18 all laps down. 1 lap for Slaughter, Emmett, Merritt, right. B3, Nichols 4, Ruella's 4, Cat 5, Harmon 5. And there hasn't been that much gone on. There's been 2 cautions, and yet we've got people laps down. Do you know what I mean? And that for me is weird enough, because there's no physical reason why they should be that many laps down, right?
No, unless they were involved in, kind of both incidents that we had. Otherwise, because they've got a fast repair, so they should have been able to get back out there. Yeah, to be 4 or 5 laps down at this point, that is strange, considering we haven't really had much action as far as wrecks go at all.
No, you're right, and I think that's the thing. It's a magical mystery here. It's like being in an episode of Scooby-Doo, trying to figure out what has gone on this one and why so many people are 10, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3 laps down. Benson is just run underneath Harkham currently for Jason Benson, doing a great job in that 42 spooky looking liveried machine there. So great job from him as he's coming in to turn number 3, and then we'll be running out through turn number 4, which will involve him.
Looks like Brad Kress got by Spencer, and he's sliding up behind Bear, picking up about a quarter to a half second a lap on Bear. Now it seems like he's decided he's been saving his tires back there running in third. Now he's moving a little bit.
He is. The interesting thing for the Big Ridge Boys racing team, which is Chad Bear and Brad Kress, they're in the same team, so it'll be interesting to know on how they're going to play this one. I think the thing is as well is Chad Bear, I suppose, is the lead one of them two in the championship, so he's going to he's green flag pitting. Brad Kress is green flag pitting as well. Did he get that car stopped? That's going to be the question, because there was a bucket load of smoke coming out the back end of that car.
He definitely locked him up.
This is what I mean, I think, as well, Jim. These green flag pit stops. We don't want them to have them, but they almost need to have them, because it seems that from 50...
Oh, he's going to lose it.
Oh, yes. Elton Wu.
Yeah, right in the middle. Right in the middle of pit lane. That could have been dangerous. pit entrance blocked.
Yeah. This is the thing. They've gone 45 laps. They go 50 in the first stint, 45 on the second. Can they make it to the end,
I'm still a
Jim?
little surprised that their pit. I mean, they ran 50 on the first one. I don't see any reason why they couldn't. I'm just a little shocked that I think they had 5, 6, 7 more laps at least. You know, you wait unless your tires and lap times are just falling off so bad.
Well, we'll see what.
I mean, it looked to me like Cress was picking up speed and moving up in the field. Oh, now there's a cut. Wow, there's a lot of guys just got it handed to them.
Oh my giddy God.
Well, it's going to take a little while to sort this out, just with the guys on and off pit road, where they were at when that happened.
Oh, Benson, Harcum, Seymour, Campbell, you have just had your lifeline handed to you here. Because also, it's going to lock them to be a lap down.
Yes.
They're not going to get a lap back, are they?
No, just they have a lucky dog here. One wave round, right?
Yeah, lucky dog wave rounds are on.
So it looks like Chad Bear is going to get that, according to the scoring and timing. So you're going to only have 6 guys on the lead lap when this all said and done.
Absolutely. Now, Howie, you sit and say that there was not enough fuel to green to the end. Well, you went 54 laps on the tank, mate. These guys have only got to go 46. So at the moment, it's looking like they will get to the end when you pitted on lap 54 for your first stop where you fueled up, and they've only got to go 46. But at the moment, I'd be more worried about they've just locked you down into 1 lap down at the moment. So, yeah, I'd be more worried about that, to be blatantly honest, on that one. But Benson, Harcum, Bear, Seymour, Campbell and Merritt are going to be there. Cress is now back on the lead lap. The pace car is, where is he? He's in front of 10th place. So that is Burrows will get through.
Yep. In between turn 3 and 4.
So it's going to be an interesting one to see who goes on this one. 46 laps remaining. Clearly, I think from maths, saying that they gone to lap 54 here, Jim. Some of these guys are going to be able to get to the end on this.
Oh, I think if you do a little fuel saving and take care of your tires, they've clearly demonstrated they can run 50 laps because they've already done it. So I see no reason why they couldn't run 50 now.
Yep. We've got your leader, Benson, well out of shape at the moment. There's going to be some instructions here. It should be Benson, Harcum, Seymour, and Campbell were the 4. We'll have to see here what goes on and see how these guys get on. What was the stint length in the middle? 49 laps in the middle stint. If you're going 54, 49, you're not going to be able, you should be able to get to the end on 45 laps of fuel, and they're under caution.
Yeah, we're going to be, by the time we go back to green, they're only going to have 43 laps of green flag racing left.
Yep. But this is going to spin up this field here because these guys in front, where is he picked up the pace car yet? He's still not picked up the pace car. The pace car's there. All of these should go past to pick up the leader. It's going to take some sorting out now. Off you go. All of these should go past. Off they go, off they go, off they go. Leader. There we go. So we're going to have, once all of this is sorted out, keep an eye on the board on the left-hand side. I think we're going to have the top 9 possibly on that lead lap, don't we?
Yeah, it looks like 9. It looks like 9, and then if there's going to be a wave around for the first guy a lap down, that would be, at this point, it looks like it'd be Howie Burrows.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we mean, Howie. There were about 65 to 70 laps in the tank. Sorry, Jim, I thought you'd stop there for a minute, mate. 65 to 70 laps in the tank. They've only got 46. They'll go to the end. This is that. Carry on, Jim. Sorry, dude. I thought you'd stopped.
No, I was just going to say, while we're under caution, are we going back green here?
Yeah, we are.
Cars dropped. I'll tell the story later.
Benson's already bolted, Harcum's already there, Seymour's there, Campbell's there, Merritt's there, and now JC and Merritt running side by side. Merritt is on 103 pit stop. JC's there as well. Oh, in the wall! Absolutely thumped the wall, did Michael Seymour.
Wow. He picked up speed doing it.
Yeah. Oh, wow. He's not gonna. Oh, he's broke.
What a save!
He has to be damaged.
What a save that was.
Yep, he is.
Yeah, he's damaged.
It's got to be, because there's no way he would hold that steering wheel central to get that car going in the right direction. Oh, he's looking like he could be.
He may not be damaged enough that he's, meatballed or anything, but something's definitely not right in there.
Still a quick look round.
We had my son here. He could tell us what was wrong there.
Yeah, he hit the wall, and there's got to be something going on, because I've got a funny feeling it's on his left front. That is in. See his left front?
Oh, yeah. He definitely. Yeah. Yeah, he just brushed it again.
Yeah. Left front is broke there.
Yeah, he's definitely got some problems there.
Yep. Here we go. Benson now still out in front with Harcum, Merritt, Campbell, and Bear all scrapping it out as well. Don't forget, guys, we have got the GoFundMe link down for the Lady Knights of Solomon Relief Fund for North Carolina, looking at raising $10,000 worth of $1,320 at this moment in time. If you can donate, that would be absolutely incredible. We'll see if we can get to at least $1,350 before the end, and we haven't got long left, guys. So dig deep in your pockets, even a couple of bucks or $5 or anything you can give to help us out. That would be absolutely amazing. All of you sat at home watching this, looks like Harcum's had a bit of a moment here, because Merritt's trying to whiz around the outside. Benson in that 42 machine is going to come. Oh, Harcum! Blimey, Jimmy, managed to save it.
Man, these guys are driving these cars sideways.
Yeah, I think I probably would have been in the wall.
He did. He caught the wall there on that next one. Wow. These guys are driving these cars hard.
Absolutely. Tucked in behind JC now. JC sitting there in third place, of course. Be a great job for JC sitting in second in the championship. Funny enough, the guy behind him is the guy in the front of him in the championship. Merritt has just about run underneath Benson going into turn 3 as well. For as you said, Jim, for a man on a pair of thumbsticks on a controller there, Tyler Merritt is doing a stunning job.
I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah,
he's way faster than me, and I got an expensive sim rig, and he's using the controller.
Yeah.
Wow. That is really impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. He's now out in front. Harcum's there. He's got to stay. If JC wants to claw any of them 8 points he's got back away, he's got to stay in front of Harcum at the moment. Chabert tucked in behind him fifth. He's trying to make his way forward. Seymour's in there. Spencer's in there. Kress is in there as well. Don't forget it was Brad Kress and Chabert who were running up front. They green flag pitted on lap 100, and then a caution come out after. So they got kind of a little bit slapped in the face there by the yellow flag. And unfortunately, fortunately for Jason Benson, is put him out in front with JC in second. Tyler running away a little bit, opening up a second gap at the moment. Are we tire saving as best we can here, Jim? We've only got, what have we got, 32 more laps to go?
It doesn't look like it. These guys are driving these cars hard, man. You watch them come out of 4, and every one of them's getting loose coming out of there. They're hauling the bale right now.
Yep. Absolutely, on lap 118. Not many left at all. We've now got Spencer Walt, who's got Seymour and Kress closing in on him. And Seymour is there. Brad Kress has just cleared Seymour and trying to make his way onto Spencer Walt at the moment. But Michael Seymour not giving it up there, jumping on board with him now. Let's see how he can handle turns at number 3. And coming out the other side of turn 4. A great run so far, Jim. We're on 120 of 150.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. And I'm watching Brad Kress up here. We can't forget that, you know, Brad got extremely fast at the last part of that last tire run. If his car gets better when these tires get older, he might be really strong here. He's creeping his way back up there towards the front. And like I said, his car was super strong at the end of that last tire run.
Yeah. Be interested to see where they all finish off here. We can definitely say Kress and Bear are a little bit out of position compared to where they was. There's JC in that Krispy Kreme machine, the man from Australia. Midday Friday, give or take, for him at this moment.
That camera angle is amazing.
Definitely shows you what they're having to deal with, doesn't it? Because there is times when you're in places like this and you don't actually feel the banking as much when you're in the car. Do you know what I mean?
This is great. I mean, this really, for somebody watching this, it really shows you how much banking there is.
Well, you got to think 24 degrees is really high on the banking situation.
I got the chance to walk up Daytona and Talladega's banking, so it's hard. It's hard to walk up that. It's 33 degrees, and it's tough to stay up there.
Yeah. Until you end up slowing down on your bottom, Jim, and get concrete burns.
I'm pretty round, so if I'd have fell, I'd have just rolled down.
Just rolled you down here. What a minute. All right. Don't you worry about it, boss. Just roll him over. No worries. But Benson and Bear. It's looking like Bear's coming through the field, making his way up now with Merritt. 2.4 seconds there for Merritt. Kress is closed in to Mr. Spencer Walt, who is sitting in front of us at the moment and doing a great job for Spencer Walt. JC still hanging on. But with that position, JC's just coming through the corner there. You just see him in the top left-hand corner, just almost disappearing behind the timing screen. 25 laps to go here, guys. And we are motoring at an absolute rapid rate of knots. We've had 3 cautions at the moment, Jim. You're $15 out of pocket, mate.
I'd be thrilled to pay that $15 and let us go green flag to the end here. I think it's going to be great.
25
tell you what,
laps.
Brad Kress is closing up fast, man. He is moving.
I agree.
He needs to get around Spencer, though. That gap's getting bigger in front of him. They're getting way up there a little bit.
How's he going to do it?
Well, he's worked his way up. He's picked up about a second and a half in the last 4 laps. So he's just got to get up there and get around him, because that pack in front is moving away.
Yeah.
And those guys are all fast up there, you know, all four of them.
Yeah, JC Benson, Bear Merritt. 23 to go. Crest still sitting behind Spencer Walt at this moment in time. So he's going to have to try and make a decision. What is he going to do and what is he not going to do? Here there's a jump up in the air with the JPB drone cam flying along, following these guys around this circuit here once again. It just gives you an example of how big this actual circuit is, and it's been a very, very interesting run for this man. Tyler Merritt goes over past Barney, stood there absorbing it all in. The crowd on the left-hand side eating their hot dogs, burgers, and drinking the beers here, as we've just seen Ben Harkham go and smack the wall again in that Holy Rollers machine. It's got to be a little bit more careful. Is thumping walls left, right, and centre, and that left-hand side is don't want to be holding on for that one forever here either. So coming into the last 20 now, Jim. Going to be tough, isn't it?
It's looking great. That pack of four up front's going to be racing. I'd like to see Spencer and Crest get up there and make it a six pack up there. They Crest seems to have stalled out a little bit when he got up behind Spencer. It's like he doesn't seem to have the grip to get around him. He can run right on his bumper, but
it's just not got the oomph. That's it.
You know, at this point, you take the air off the nose of these cars, and you can't hold them where you need to. Oh, he's got to run right here, though.
Yeah, this is looking like going up the inside of turn 3. They're going to come out the exit of 3 and 4 almost side by side, if not side by side. There's Spencer Walt on the left-hand side. He's going to get the job done.
He'll get him right here.
There we go. Through he goes for Brad Crest. Is Walt going to look at coming back underneath him here? Now on above the windscreen, we've got JC's pulled himself, ended up back in this mix. Benson's not very far up the road from Crest. Is he going to be able to get there? JC looks like he's struggling a little bit. Just lost 2 places.
Yeah, he's struggling. He's struggling bad.
And he only pitted on lap 103, which means we've got 17 to go out of 150, which leaves 143. So we've got 40 laps under the tires at the moment. Tyler Ruelas.
Those guys were driving hard at the beginning of the run.
Were they hoping to open up enough of a gap?
Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Tyler's fast, man. All night long.
Yeah. Tyler Merritt, your lead man there as well. We do have Tyler Ruelas in YouTube chat. Welp, that's my race done. Just touching the wall too many times. Yes, sir. We have said that that's not a good idea, but Tyler Merritt there doing an absolutely stunning job in that Ford, and looking good at this moment in time to take this victory. He is currently only, though, 1.5 seconds up the road from Chad Bear currently.
Yeah, and they've got a nice gap to third place back there. They're 4 seconds ahead of third place.
That is the number 42 of Mr. Benson. 14 laps to go. They really don't want to be going in, getting tyres now, because that will be damaging. But I can tell you, Mr. Benson, Cresses are coming, but Cress is on older tyres than you. He pitted on lap 99 there. You can see it was lap 54. Then Merritt went in on 19. Merritt went in on 103. And then we got Bear, who's done 2. Benson's done 2. Cress pitting 4 laps earlier than Jason Benson. But I can tell you one thing, Cress is looking a lot stronger at this later stages than Benson.
I think he was saving his tires earlier in the run. I think that's kind of, from what I've seen of him, kind of seems to be his MO. He's really good at, just taking care of his stuff and being fast towards the end of a run. So that's not real surprising to me. But I tell you what happens now, James, if a caution comes out?
They all go in.
Who pits and who stays out?
They all go in. They'll go in. I think If it comes out and they don't need fuel, I think they will. If they've got a set left, mind you, they'll go in. Now, my worry is Tyler Merritt's 3 stops that he has made. Has he taken all 3 sets of tyres? Because if he has, he will be the one in trouble come if there is a caution now. Because Chad Bear in second, down to Benson's only taken 2. Spencer's taken 3. Then you've got JC all the way down to Drafty Beef in 12th. Have only had 2 stops as well. So...
Well, a couple of those guys were involved in that first incident. Maybe they didn't take tires when they went in and used their fast repair to get their car going. Maybe, you know, because they were only a couple of laps on their tires. So maybe they didn't take tires.
But if you've smashed up the front of your car, your natural instinct would be to change the tires at the front, right? Because obviously,
I mean,
damage-wise.
Yeah, I'm not sure that the damage model works like that on iRacing. To be honest, I really don't know, but it would make sense that it does. But I've definitely had damage before and not taken tires, and it was okay. You know, but it looks like at this point, if we're going to get a caution, it's going to end up being something like a green-white checker because we're running them down fast here. We only got 7 laps to go, and Merritt's still out there holding court, you know.
Yep, still out there leading the way is Mr. Tyler Merritt. We've got Elton Wu and JC. JC struggling a little bit, the man from down under. So JC gonna be, I think, a little bit of a sit duck to Elton Wu. You see JC's livery shining off the sun. It looks absolutely amazing. It looks like it should be glowing in the dark there for JC. Incredible green on that one. But he did lose a position to Elton Wu. Now this is where, for him, he's got a gap battle now because he's got Harkham tucked up right behind, well, not right behind him, but 5 seconds behind him.
Yeah, his tires, he must have just really tore his tires up early in this run because he fell off big time.
Yep.
So, yeah, Tyler's still got over a second gap up there to Chad Bear. And the laps are just ticking away here. Brad Kress really isn't closing the gap up either. He's still 5 seconds behind the leader, so he's kind of stalled out where he's at.
I don't really think there's actually anybody that's likely to be making moves towards the end of this race. The way everybody is at the moment, and they are all split. They're all far apart. We've got Merritt out in front. He's got 1.5 seconds over Chad Bear, who's got 3.5 over Kress, who's got 1.5 over Walt, and then he's got 1.5 over Benson. Woo's 3 seconds back as well. JC's 2 seconds nearly. Ben Harkham's 5 seconds. So literally, if we ended right now, there is no one really gonna be changing positions. Cat and Beef and Burrows.
Yeah, there's a little action back there, but certainly nothing up front. Nothing on the lead lap.
Actually, Burrows is just disconnected.
Really?
Yeah, he's just puffed, unfortunately. Funny feeling for Burrows. That is the end of the race. He's not on the circuit. He's not doing any more laps here, but we've got 2 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Over the line for the final lap on the left-hand side. You can see it's white, and that is the final lap of the race here. Tyler Merritt, no more cautions. We are not going to get him on the final lap. And Tyler Merritt now goes and gonna wrap up the victory. Network drop with a few to go. Fun one with the track though, absolutely. But Tyler Merritt is gonna be your winner. He's gonna take that victory. Tyler Merritt wins at Dover. That, Jim, I have to say, is very impressive indeed.
He put on a clinic tonight. I mean, this guy has, he's been He's been up around the front all night, and when he got out in front, he was flying all night long. And I still can't believe he's using a thumb controller. That's absolutely amazing.
Yep, I can promise you, Jim, he is. He is on a controller. That's why we call him Thumbsticks.
That is so impressive.
Yeah, I know. I tried it. And I try it on PlayStation and games like F1 and stuff like that. And I'm great. Stick me on here with a controller. It is a different kettle of fish altogether. I literally cannot do that. As we got Merritt doing donuts there. Here's your winner. Chat Bear in second. Brad Cress in third. I don't know if they're trying to go.
Guys on pit lane.
Yeah, I don't know if he's trying to go through the wall or they're just having a right old little ding dong there as well.
There was like 2 or 3 of them that were doing that down pit lane all together. They were synchronized. They were synchronized spinning down pit lane.
Rick Spencer Walt in fourth, Jason Benson, Elton Wu, John Campbell, Ben Arkham, Michael Seymour, and Will Emmett. Then we got Jeff Slaughter, Tex Nichols, Drafty Beef, Derek Catt, Matt Harmon, Howie Burrows, Tyler Ruelis, and Cameron Kane being the last in 18th. Ward Fisher out, 120 laps to go. Al Corey, well, we know what happened, unfortunately, to Al on that one. Let's start 3, 2, 1. Where can I find Mr. Cress? I can't. So we'll have a chat with second place man, Mr. Chad Bear. Chad, how are you, buddy?
Hey, man, good. How are you all doing?
Dude, I'm doing really well. Just watched some great racing. How was Dover?
I was good, man. I felt really good about the first stint there, up until about halfway. Man, that caution fell at exactly the wrong time for me and got me buried back in, behind the lap cars and everybody else. And Tyler got through that traffic way better than I could. I just didn't have enough right front left when I got through them to get up to him.
Yeah, you got closer, mate. 1.3 seconds.
Yeah, that was, I thought that I could get to him like when we took off, but there was just a couple of instances where I just had to pinch it too hard and I just burnt too much right front off coming through that traffic, but he was plenty fast enough on his own. He done what he was supposed to do. He out strategized us that time. He deserved to win that one.
Yeah, it was good as well. That second pit stop, that caution coming out just after killed a lot of people on that one as well. Chad, do you like Dover, mate? Do you like these kind of mile circuits?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Dover's one of my favorite tracks on the whole service. Honestly, it's one of the ones that I run the best at, which I was, first half of that race was looking really good, but that's why we raced the whole thing, I guess.
Well, yeah, that's it. Unfortunately, Chad, we can't just stop it halfway because you're doing really well in the first part, mate.
We got to work on that. I think I'm going to suggest it to him that we do that.
I reckon we should as well. If we get halfway and you're out in front, we should just stop the race.
Well, if we're 10 laps in and I'm out front, we should stop it then.
Well, hey, let's not push our luck. Maybe let's go 50% of the distance. We might make it.
Okay, yeah. I'll suggest that to Al next time I talk to him.
Yeah, you put that in there as well. Chad, listen, dude, it's been a pleasure talking to you as it always is, mate. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Just shout out to everybody in the league, man. First class bunch of guys in here. Shout out to all the admins, man. They all do a stand-up job every week. Just proud to be a part of it.
Awesome job, Chad. Well done, mate. Congratulations on your second place.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Right, now we're going to have a chat with the third place man, Mr. Brad Cress. Brad, welcome in. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you all?
I'm doing well, mate. I've just watched some great running. I've watched 3 cautions. I'm looking forward to the $15 donation that Jim's got to give to the charity. So I'm looking forward to that. It's been good, mate. I've had a great night. How was yours out there?
I'm burning up now. It's warm in here after running that place for that long.
Yeah, I bet it is, dude, as well. Dover's a tough circuit on that one. Couple of caution, well, I said couple. One caution didn't kind of go your way.
Yeah, that caution really killed me. Like I came down and I went back out. I was out for maybe a lap and a half, and the caution came out, and then I was like, man, now I got to start in the back. I think there was one car behind me, and I did not think that I was going to drive back up to third.
Well, you weren't the only one, mate. I've got to be honest. Chad didn't think he was going to get there either. You know what I mean? I thought.
I can't blame him.
Yeah, I know. The thing is for me is when that caution come out, you were a lap down. So I was sitting there thinking, hold on, it's going to pin them a lap down here because obviously they're going to go in, the leaders will go into the pits and come back out before them, then they've got to overtake them, so it's still going to pin them a lap down, but somehow you ended up on a lead lap. I'm not quite sure how it all materialised. It just looked chaos, to be blatantly honest with you, Brad, as well, during that caution period. Dover's a tough circuit, and we don't really represent the banking as much, being up here in the booth. You guys are driving it as well. How tough is it out there? Could you get any further than 45, 50 laps on the tyres that were out there at the moment, or was you just burning them up and eating them too quick?
Yeah, I think I was going to try, before we had the first caution, I was going to try go until halfway, and the car was starting to get tight, so I knew my tires were wearing some, but I tried to take it easy on the first 50, 60 laps, whatever that was. I was trying to take it easy so I would have a little bit of tire left at the end. But, I mean, it was tight, but I still had enough tire to where I could have went halfway if it would have stayed green.
Yeah. I mean, there was a couple that didn't quite manage
Brad,
it.
This is Jim Cunningham again in the booth. So I noticed at the end of that second run, right before you got trapped by that caution, man, it seemed like you had saved your tires a little bit on that run right before you pitted. You were flying up. Did you feel like you were faster than those guys at that point when you went in and made that second pit stop?
I felt like I was. It seemed like the guys, whoever was up front, was getting through the lap traffic a lot better than I was. I know I think I lost almost a second to the leader at one point just because I couldn't get around. I just caught a lap card at a bad time. But if it hadn't been for that, I feel like I could have stayed somewhat competitive with them.
Yeah, you looked like you were really, really moving right there at the end of that tire run. To be honest, I was a little surprised you pitted when you did, because I had just commented that you looked pretty fast at that moment. You were moving up and passing guys, and I was really surprised you pitted there. What was your thought process there?
Well, I was looking at my fuel, and I think I was going to be 3 or 4 laps short of making it all the way to the end. So I was trying to back the pace off a little bit to save, but I wasn't going to be able to save that much. And with these guys, they're really clean drivers, so I'm expecting it to go green to the end. It wouldn't surprise me if it did. So I came down just to top off on fuel, and lo and behold, the caution came out. So it happens.
Of course, it did not come out at the right time there as well. Brad, it's been great talking to you, mate. Is there anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Yeah, thank you all for doing this thing. Y'all do an awesome job. Thank all the admins for putting it on, and I want to give a shout out to my aunt if she's still watching. She may be asleep by now, but I'm going to tell her thanks for watching.
Awesome job, Brad. Well, much appreciated for joining us there, buddy, and look forward to having a chat with you again soon, I'm sure.
All right, fellas. Y'all have a good one.
Take care. All right, next up is Mr. Tyler Merritt, the guy who motored his way back to the front of the field. We call him Thumbsticks for a reason, because he drives on a controller, but he is up here in the booth with us as well. Tyler, welcome in, bud.
How's it going tonight, guys?
I'm all right, mate. How are you doing out there?
It's good to finally be back on iRacing. After the Hurricane Helene, last week was the first time I've been on since the hurricane. It's nice to sweep 2 nights in a row between this and the sister league.
Yeah, definitely. It's been tough for a lot of people I know on that one as well. How tough was Dover?
It was tough for sure. I've been said, I was telling Brad about it. I said that first caution, like caution in the late run of that first part of the race, if it didn't come out, Chad had won. I think I could have maybe edged him out for the win if that caution in the second run didn't come out, but I just got to say to my cautions tonight, I don't know what it is, but tonight the track was just eating up tires more than usual.
Yeah, I think the 103 degrees Fahrenheit may have had something to do with that, mate, on the track temperature. Because you were well up, as I say, up over the hundreds on that, and it's going to be tough on here as well. And for you, what's been the aim of this season in the Xfinity?
Well, I was hoping to defend my title, but because of the hurricane, I didn't have power for about 8 days, and then I got power back, which I'm happy about. My internet has been pretty slow, so I had to start using a hotspot, which finally got better. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about my internet, I mean, I'm thankful to be alive, especially after the eye of the hurricane hit my it pretty much hit my ear directly. It still has a category 2 because I live in South Georgia. I'm just thankful to be alive right now, and the charity that was the sponsor tonight, I'm going to look into donate that once I get some more money, because right now I'm still recovering. I mean, they're doing a great job.
Yeah, that's the thing at the moment. We are on 1,320. We got Jim's $15 coming in, haven't we, Jim?
Yes, absolutely.
As well, so that puts on 1,335. So if you are watching it back or anything and can get us up to the 1,350, that'd be awesome. Tyler, it's been a pleasure talking to you, man. I'm so glad you're back on track after that rough period there as well. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Well, I want to thank Matthew, Harmon, Rafter, Chad, Brad, all the admins for the league. I want to thank you guys tonight for the great broadcast, and I know it's expected for everyone to say it, but I just want to thank all the emergency responders, the linemen, and everything in my area, especially in Florida and Georgia in general, because I actually know of someone who is a family friend who actually got killed a couple weeks ago trying to cut someone's tree down for him, but it fell the wrong way, which wasn't expected. It's been a tough time for everyone, and I just want to thank all the linemen and everyone that's been helping the communities out everywhere between here, South Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, and everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Massive shout goes out to them guys there as well. Well, Tyler, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thanks so much for coming in there, mate, and having a good old convo with us. And well done on your victory.
I appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a good night.
And you,
I guess good morning for y'all now.
Yeah, well, good morning for me, but Jim's in America, so it's still good night for him.
All right, I'll take it easy. I'll take it easy.
Well, there you go. That was Tyler Merritt there as well. Jim, you can't really have a classic or a banger in NASCAR, but, it was a good race.
No, it was a great race. I mean, you had a little bit of everything there, and it was pretty incident-free, relatively speaking. It was a good race. I didn't realize that Tyler was also affected by the hurricane. How appropriate for him to win tonight with the Lady Knights of Solomon fundraiser going on. So that's really cool too. But yeah, it was a good race, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed working with you too tonight.
It was good to have you alongside me, bud, as well. Thanks so much for joining me. That's going to wrap it up here as well. Don't forget, if you are watching it back, the link is still open in the description below. If you can donate literally anything, that would be absolutely awesome. But for now, guys, from myself, I've been James Parfit. I've been alongside Jim Cunningham. And as always, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on a track sometime. Good night.